We're going to turn now to Storm Watch 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman. Matt, tonight we're seeing some very, very chilly temperatures, but the worst and a change could be on its way, right?
Yeah, big change for Christmas. We've had some quieter weather, some good travel weather ahead of Christmas, and we'll see more of that tomorrow. The only caveat will be the potential for a little bit more of that freezing fog like what we saw this morning. Things are pretty foggy up towards the Roseburg area, and we're going to have to watch Grants Pass, also in the Medford area, for that potential of freezing fog to develop as the night goes on. Right now things are still looking pretty good, but it is cold out there already. It's 27 in Grants Pass, 33 in Medford. We're at 18 at Lake of the Woods, 25 in Cave Junction, and it's 41 degrees in Brookings. Temperatures in the 20s for most of Northern California, 24 degrees currently in Montague, and we're in the teens for most of the east side, 16 in Lakeview, it's 13 in Chemult, and 18 degrees in Klamath Falls. So cold tonight, also that potential for some freezing fog to develop in some of our west side valleys. Will stay dry tomorrow. Just some high clouds from the south in California will drift in as we go throughout the day, but the main storm is still out over the Pacific. That's going to move in on Friday for Christmas Day, starting in the morning for parts of the area and becoming more and more widespread as the day goes on Christmas. Christmas Eve tomorrow, winds will be a bit breezy through some of the higher terrain. Temperatures fairly pleasant for this time of the year. Will stay dry. Christmas Day, it's going to be wet and windy. That's going to be another big impact from this storm system. We'll see snow levels ranging between about 4,000 to 6,000 feet during the day, but then dropping down to 3,000 feet or so as we head into Christmas night. Here's a look at a high wind watch that we have for the Shasta Valley. Gusts could be up to 60 miles per hour on Christmas out of the south. And then here's a look at that winter weather advisory, now down to 3,500 feet, including the city of Mount Shasta, where we do expect significant snow and gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour, especially in exposed areas. Here's a look at Stormcast showing that wet weather already going on in the morning. But still, travel shouldn't be too bad throughout southern Oregon, northern California. But things will go downhill in the Mount Shasta area. Snow levels drop into Friday afternoon. And then as we head into Friday evening, widespread rain and snow. The Cascades and Siskiyous will see accumulating snow and impacts to travel right into your Saturday morning before things quiet down as we head through your Saturday afternoon. Snowfall amounts about 8 to 12 inches expected for the Cascades. Also up at Mount Ashland, we expect at least a few inches of snow up at the Siskiyou Summit, and then some of the most significant snow in the mountains of Siskiyou County, where we could see upwards of 20 inches or so for some of the higher peaks. But for Snowman Summit, Etna Summit, about 10 to 15 inches of snow. Also expecting that at the Mount Shasta Ski Park. For Mount Ashland, the Cascades, the city of Mount Shasta, 8 to 12 inches, 3 to 6 inches at the Siskiyou Summit, and then about 1 to 2 inches for east side valleys like Klamath Falls. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Things are going to get pretty active here. Wet and windy on Friday. Some of the rain for the coast could be heavy, upwards of 1 to 3 inches of rainfall for the coast and the coastal mountains expected. We will see that rain and snow moving in on Friday. Some of it heavy in northern California, that snow, especially above 3,500 feet. For the Klamath Basin, dry tomorrow, but then turning pretty active on Christmas Day, especially into Christmas night is when we'll see that rain changing to snow for the entire east side. The Cascades, some difficult travel, especially into Christmas night on into Saturday morning with snow along the Cascades. And then for the Rogue Valley, just going to be a rain event for us on Christmas, but some more beneficial moisture on the way for the region.